I've got a friend, and she does this quantum healing thing, and I'm not sure what her process is or how she does it, but I would like to put mine out there just for public consumption, just to kind of tell people what my process is and why I heal so quickly and why I bounce back so strongly and all the things. So for my healing experience, what I do is I internalize. I integrate my experiences both from the external, and I acknowledge my internal processing function. So I bring myself to a place of clarity, clarity of self, accountability of my own actions within the situation. And I start to rewire my neural circuitry in a way that tells my brain to think differently, my own form of repentance, so I don't repeat past mistakes. Now, this process can take 21 days to break a thought loop, but you can do multiple at once. So it is, in fact, a quantum system upgrade. It's breaking multiple thought loops and breaking multiple patterns all at once to create a new neurological structure that functions more soundly. So, also within my quantum healing process, I integrate meditation, visualization, and I allow myself to fully feel the effects of all of my thoughts, all of my emotions, and integrate them, let them pass. Because thoughts and emotions are fleeting, actions are permanent. And during this process of integration and release, I flex my neuroplasticity to let go of the old and keep moving forward into the new. I'm always looking towards the future. Always. So when we continue this process and then we move on to the more meditative, the more conscious aspect of this quantum growth healing situation, we start to integrate, visualize, and receive channeled messages from our sources, whatever they may be. And that helps give us a steady path of understanding and also a clear trajectory on how our future is shaping out. So now we not only have integrated, analyzed, and let go of the past, but we've changed our neurological structure to integrate what we want for the future instead. We're building, we're growing. And after your intuition is fully unlocked, the pineal function of the brain is fully unlocked, you realize that interconnectedness is on a universal level and that all of us, in some way, are quantum beings. So, with that process, you can gain clarity on your moves for the next day. You don't have to worry too much about in the future. You have to worry about building a solid foundation for a solid future. And once you've established your connection, you realize that those messages, they're there to guide you. But you have to find a balance. Taking on too much at once of this knowledge can put you into a place of longing, or put you to a place of impatience, because I made this mistake early. I saw the bigger picture and I took on too much at once. I got frantic for a little while. How am I supposed to get there? What am I supposed to do? And then I realized that in order to stay calm, cool, and collected, you take on a little bit of information at a time and you use that as a building block, as a stepping stone. You stay disciplined in your practices and you move forward with clarity and confidence every day. Eventually, this builds a structure, a formidable structure, a powerful structure. This builds a consistent growth foundation, stability, continued upward movement. And you too have the ability to bring these habits into your everyday life. Once your intuition is unlocked, the world looks like a completely different place. And there's also another practice that I take into mind very frequently. I tune out the noise. I see through any sort of past destructive patterns. I see through everybody's, the masks and the general consensus of things. I don't allow anybody else to shape my reality for me because I realize now in my adult life, not only is it my responsibility, but I trust myself and I'm fully capable. So, my healing process, my growth journey, becoming a catalyst for my own change is what's shaping this collective structure that I've built into something positive, into something with an elevated energy, into something high vibrational, into something noteworthy. And these slow, consistent, disciplined steps in the right direction will truly bring a greater understanding of reality and how we can become conscious creators of it. This is me exemplifying how a person, an individual, can stand in their truth, stand in their power, gain clarity, knowledge, and wisdom, let go the emotional distraction from the past while maintaining the valuable lessons learned, and keep moving towards growth and keep healing. Now, I've come into a place of knowing thyself. I know me very well. I've analyzed all of my emotions, my thoughts, my thought patterns. I've done the work to integrate, I've done the work to shift and change in accordance with my desired outcomes. Doesn't mean what I desire for an outcome is going to be the absolute truth, but as long as I continue moving stably, consistently in the right direction and continue on this growth journey, it's going to be all upwards and all good from here because I've already set such a stable foundation. So, this discipline that I have achieved is self-discipline. Nobody told me to do this. I restructured my habits. I restructured my work habits. I rebuilt my neurological structure. I built emotional intelligence into myself. I stopped emotionally reactive behavior and I started to regain full control and step into alignment and clarity. This may not have been an easy process, but it was well worth it because now the timeline I see, what I see my future shaping out to be, is of influence. It's influential, it's important, it's powerful, it's motivating. These are the things that I look to achieve for myself. Ergo, I can pass them out to the rest of the world, help them achieve it as well, because this is the job. Leave a legacy, a positive one. Something tangible and intangible that shows the world a great way of being. And it all stems from self. So I ask you, how can one person change the world? We can do it without war. We can do it with a positive, continuous influence. And not by just practicing what we preach, but also embodying it. You have to be the change you want to see in the world. I am the change I want to see in the world.